This is a review and kind of an unboxing of the Marineland Penguin 200 with the Biowheel. If you like videos like this, you'll probably like other things I have on my channel, including camera reviews, filter reviews, storm videos, and other things that have to do with nature and fish, and maybe eventually actually some terrible cooking. I started out using the under gravel filter when I was a kid, and of course filter technology has seemed to grow a lot since then. And then I moved on to using a sponge filter, like the hydro sponges, ATI I believe they're called, and I was using those, and now I still use those to supplement filters. And I had seen hang on the backs, but they just were a cartridge and the intake tube and nothing else. When they brought this Biowheel technology into play, that seemed to be a game changer, because it was supposed to have such a great biological colony growing on this this wheel, because it was in the water and in the air. And the fact that it was actually in the air, the bacteria could grow a much stronger colony than anything that was always submerged in water, because its access to oxygen was much greater because it was in the air part of the time. I'll go over to my 350, which conveniently has parts that are interchangeable with this Marineland Penguin 200. Not all interchangeable, but the Biowheel is interchangeable. It's the same part, and along with the filter cartridge that goes with it. If I can find it. Alright, I'm going to set this up on this 20 high here to kind of give you a scale. Here's the 200. Now there's some controversy over this whole which is the best hang on back, and I don't know. Some people are calling this Biowheel a gimmick. I gotta say, I figure a person with a bachelor's degree in science with a microscope could pretty much clear up a lot of this controversy. Next thing to get is a light kit. So there it is. I think I'm going to upload this video and maybe do another one if I don't put this to use. Right, you have your intake tube here, and you have the extension to the intake tube. Now you have to hook it in, and inside there's the impeller and whatnot. Every so often you'll want to clean that. Make sure you don't have too much sand or grit getting in there. Put the intake tube in. Now you can use the extension tube or not. One reason I'm using this 20 high is to show you how long this extension tube will go down. I like the older models. The 330 is the one I have, because I could just take a hacksaw and cut a circular tubing that you could just get at a pet store and just adjust it exactly to where I wanted it. It was no big deal just to basically have this thing be a vacuum, and it was a good vacuum. And now it's, in some of my tanks, it's not exactly close enough to the floor of the tank to be as effective as it could have been. So going back to the gimmick, the Aqua Clear. Here's an Aqua Clear sponge. It might be a little too big. Not too big just to stick in my my filter, but if you want to use the filter cartridge that comes with this thing here, then you wouldn't want to use this sponge, but you could buy this. Now that's not what the company directs, so of course that could limit your warranty or cause a problem. I don't know. Maybe too much stuff to get a box. But this fits right in, and that's the Aqua Clear foam for 40 to 70. So that fits right snug in there. And let me just grab a cartridge and show you how it'll fit right in here. So you could grab a smaller one and maybe do both. Do a filter pad and do a sponge if you want that extra biomedia. I threw one in my tank. I haven't had any problems. Again, that's not how the filter was supposed to be designed, but I'm not sure why it matters, other than if you just use a sponge, maybe a little more debris may go over your Biowheel, which could possibly cause a problem. So there you go. And then you have the top. A little afraid to put this on because sometimes it'll fall off and hit the tank floor, and there's nothing on the floor to buffer its fall. So there you go. There it is on the tank. I do apologize for the lighting. And let me move this on. Oh, I forgot to put the Biowheel on. So put the Biowheel on. 2 little grooves there. Alright. Let me move you over to one of my tanks. We're at 350 that has the same Biowheel and the same filter pad. After that, different. The intake tube is different, and well, this has 2. So you see these things are running pretty good. Inside, I got my pads, and I do have some charcoal and some stuff behind there. Something like this. It's another thing you can get. I don't know why. It seems like they're making charcoal thinner these days. So when I'm putting it in one of these new things that comes with it, this, I don't have the name for it, but it's just basically a basket to put for your charcoal. All right. So you see that I'm supplementing with the sponge filter in here, and these things, I love them. They're a good source of biological filter and mechanical filter based on the sponge you get. And then this one, I have it a little higher off the ground because I have some of my substrate is very thin. I do have it closer and sometimes in the tank. They do make a great vacuum if you can get it close to the bottom and you're doing a clear tank. This tank is not a clear tank, so. Alright, hopefully I answered any questions. And if you have any questions, just throw them in the comment section below. Also, if you have an AquaClear or some other biological, or if you've had both of these kind of filters, the AquaClear and the Biowheel with the Penguin or the Emperor, and you think that the AquaClear is better, let me know why, because I'm not sure why they would be different. Thanks for watching, and check out my other videos.